Alright, so my name is Amber, and this is sort of an instructional video. I wanted to start, weblog, whatever, vlog. I don't know. I'm kind of not real cool. But anyway, I wanted to start one and let you guys know about sort of what's going on with my life and at the same time educate you, excuse me, about a very, very important issue that affects a whole lot of people. Now, the issue that I'm talking about is called Fragile X syndrome. Fragile as in breakable, Fragile, and then the letter X, syndrome. If you haven't already heard of it, please, for me, for my son, Google it. Find out about it. Now, I've done a lot of research. My son was diagnosed with this at 7 months. It's one of the leading causes of autism. Um, it is the number one inherited cause of mental retardation. So this is not um, not something to mess around with. And the scariest part about it is like me, you can be a carrier and you can never even be aware that you are until you have a child, a son or a daughter that is affected. It does affect boys and girls, although boys are more severely affected usually than girls. As I said, it's on the autism spectrum. It can go anywhere from very mildly affected to extremely affected. If you hear a humming noise in the background, that's my son. That's the noise that he loves to make. Now, I'm going to read you a few things from the website. This is actually from the March of Dimes website. And this is for all you techies, any microbiologists, geneticists. This part is for you. Um, Fragile X syndrome, what causes it is an abnormality in one single gene. It's called the FMR1 gene, and it's located on the X chromosome. Quick lesson in biology, genetics, whatever. Girls are XX, boys are XY. So if you have a boy, that's why the boy determines the sex of the baby. Because if he gives the Y, it's a boy. If he gives the X, it's a girl. Because all the female has to give her X's. Comprende? It's pretty simple. Anyways, so on my FMR1 gene, I had a mutation. When I passed it on to my son, the mutation got worse. And it made him not severely, but he's slow compared to other kids his age. He's as sweet as he can be. He's a doll. You'll meet him later. But now, one thing I would like to explain, like I said, it was autism spectrum. Okay, now also, in addition to that, if you do not have Fragile X, this particular gene that we're talking about will repeat itself between 5 and 40 times. Okay, now, if you, let's see. Right. Now, if you do have more than 200 repeats, then that's called a full mutation. You are actually affected by the syndrome. Now, my son's count, I believe, was for a little over 400. Um, there, there's speculation that this particular gene deals with um, communication with the brain. So it makes sense that that particular affliction, that particular mutation in the gene would cause uh, issues with developmental delays. Now another thing, now this is what I find just staggering, okay? And this is pretty much verbatim. It's from a wonderful website. It's called fragilex.org. Now, this is like percentages, like how many people carry it, things like that. We estimated the number of males and females who carry the pre-mutation, which is not full-blown syndrome, in the general U.S. population based on a cutoff of 55 repeats and using U.S. Census annual population figures. We found that as many as 177,000 males may carry the pre-mutation in the general population, and over 1 million females, using our estimates based on available published studies. Most of these with the pre-mutation are 18 and older. A total of more than 300,000 children under the age of 18 are estimated to also have the pre-mutation. Okay, now the pre-mutation, what that is, it's not going to affect you, but it is going to affect your posterity, your children's children, great-grandchildren. It's not something to be messed around with. The thing is, it's very hard to catch. There's not much you can do about it. If you can afford it, I would suggest you most definitely get genetic counseling. Did you hear it? Anyway, it's a sweet noise. You get used to it, I guess. But that pretty much wraps me up for today. I'm off my soapbox, and I'll think of other things for you guys to check out. And until then, peace, baby.